Here with Marty Music. We're going to learn this awesome Sabbath song. Dio, can you hear me? I'm lost and so alone. Anyway, if you haven't yet, I appreciate you subscribing here to the Marty Music YouTube channel. Also, this video was brought to you by my wonderful patrons at Patreon. I do a poll where you guys can help decide what song I get to teach, and this was that choice. So also, thank you so much to all my patrons, and you can check that out in the links below. All right, let's rock. All right, so we're tuned a half step down, and we are going to start with an E power chord. And I'm playing the open E on that first power chord. So 7th fret, 9th fret. Then I'm not letting the E ring out, and I'm going up to 9, 10 power chords. Then to a C power chord, which is 3rd fret. And the first time, so it goes to a D chord, and it's accented differently on the second one, but that first one, like that, from the top. Then, the second part of the riff. So if you just look at the index finger, it's on the A string. 7, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9, 7. So from the top. Now the repeat. There's 2 D accents. They're on the ups. So just listen on the recording for that repeat. Those Ds are different. And this is the same. And then a classic paranoid kind of thing. Which is 5 to 7 on the E and 5 to 7 on the A. Then you let the E ring out, but the bass is going. So from the top. All right, then we get to what we could call chorus number 1. It's the next part, and they say heaven and hell. C power chord, so up to a D power chord. Cool riff in there. Definitely a cool riff. We're going to do some palm muting on the E string. Kind of thing. So we're going to go junt, junt, junt on the E. And then a hammer on from 4 to 5 on the D string. Then that E note right here, I'm using my pinky. Oops, sorry. You could use your ring finger, I guess, but I'm going 4, 5, 7 on the A. Little War Pigs call out there, kind of, you know? So that's just that 12th fret G, B. High E could be in there too. That's really that. Yeah, no, all 3. So then the next time it's 4, 5, 7 on that D string, So then a pull off from 5 to 4 on the D. And then that E note right there, that 7th fret A string. So that whole riff, C power chord. So it's on and on. All right, so there's another verse, and underneath it are these swells. Sounds kind of like a guitar string section. So there's, yeah, you know, you'd have to get creative to effect-wise to get that swelling and all that. But the voicings come from so if you had an effect that, for instance, that was like a auto volume swell. I don't have down here, but it comes from, think of like the A minor shape. You know, it's really like an E minor bar chord, but we're just going to focus on the D, G, and B. So it's like an A minor shape. And so that's 9, 9, and 8. Then you're just thinking of an A major shape. You can use your ring finger, index finger. So on that 12th fret, so. And then back to that minor shape where that's 11, 11, and 10. So it's all triads from the key of E minor, which is the same thing as the key of G major. Then this one. So that's just covering the 7th fret D, G, and B. Back to the first one. So from the top of those swells. So there's a little change there. Go up to this. I'm just playing 2 notes here. I've got an A and I've got my pinky on the 15 of the B. Then a quick 7th fret flat, you know, across to the first one again. So bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So it repeats those C to Ds, and then we go back to the main riff that. At this point, we've probably already forgotten how it sounds. There's so many parts, but we go back to the... Now we have what I guess we would call the bridge, you know? It's a new set of chords that we want to check out. New section. All right, I think we can call this the bridge. It's, once again, it's going to be like upper register, upper string triads. A minor, don't, boom, ah, ah. So A minor to D major, and I'm just playing that D, G, B. So A minor, D major, and then an F major triad with the A in the bass. I'm gonna play the D shape. You know, you can hear the bass in there. Really cool chord. So just think of that D shape. You know, 5th fret G, 6th fret B, 5th fret high E. So A minor, D, F major triad, C major, but we're just gonna play that D, G, B on the 5th. Then, up a whole step from that F with that D shape is now G major triad to D major triad. And then we just slide that down to an open A. All right, one more time that bridge, the triads. A minor, D major, F major, C major, G major, D major, A. Then we got that rockin' thing again. It's probably my favorite part. So one little thing to look out for at this point is, you know, it goes through the riff and he's singing now kind of a verse style, but over the... But then there's a little... So it's just never... Those hits have never happened like that yet in the song. It's real easy, but it's just a little thing to look out for. C, power chord, D, E, you know, it just happens quickly, but it's C, D, and E. Then, you know, there is a big solo. And it's all really E minor pentatonic. I'm not going to break all the solos down in this video, but if you really do want it, you know, let me know in the comments. Let's get through all these parts, though. We still got more to cover. Yeah, and there are some, like, classic Tony Iommi things that he does. He loves bending the root up. Up here, he likes, you know... Little like hammer-ons in the minor pentatonic and little repeating like motifs. So, and he has a lot of delay on in this part, but you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, tons going on there. But classic pentatonic style soloing, and then bam, wow, okay, we're back in the bridge chords again. And he's soloing over that. And when he starts to get into the more half steps and stuff like that in the solo, he's basically playing the E minor scale with E minor pentatonic. And then we're going to get finally out of that into another whole new section that's rocking. I mean, you could take this one song and pick apart 20 Tenacious D parts, basically. But anyway, so let's get to that. One other quick thing into that bridge. There's a, you know, a bump, bump, bridge. Right, so just look for that. And you can do octaves. On the studio recording, you know, it sounds layered. So you might want to, get creative, but there's definitely a boom, boom, boom. And then now we just have that double time thing. And we're going to be in the E rock zone. So this brand new section before the singing comes in, it's E, D, G, D, and repeat. Now it's definitely not E major, but you could play E minor or E power chord. But you could play those nice, thick power chords. You kind of have more control over the chords when you do power chords, but you could do either. So that's just a G power chord. Then the singing comes in. Dio, welcome back. So the next set of chords, it's like E power chord. Then a D, but with the F sharp in the bass. Then a G power chord. And then the A goes up to the bass, or the bass goes up to the A, but the guitar goes back to a D. So it's like... Then just the first two. Then back to it. So it, just pay attention there. Pay attention, class. It's those chords, E minor or E power, D over F sharp, G, and then D over A. But then back to just the first two chords for a little inner thing, then back to the form again. It's heaven and hell. Ooh, so just sometimes it does repeats on the first two chords of that section. But then finally, we get to the acoustic farewell. I hope you had a good adventure. All right, so now I've got an acoustic tuned a half step down, and we're going to play So if you just think of the D string, it's the E minor scale, and we're going to pedal back to the high E and B. But there's a few instances where the note changes quicker than you can do both, so you would just do one. Like that. And then another couple times where it's so quick that you don't have any note in between. you know, that kind of thing. So what I think we should do is just learn this melody on the D string, and you could even use one finger. So like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You know, it's a waltz in 3, 2. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, do. So 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. So so we're gonna go. So that's still the same pattern all the way up to the 9th fret there. So once we get up to the 10th, we're going to do 10 right to the high E. So boom, ba, 9, 7. So watch. One time, bum bum, one time, beep ba da. 2 times. Then down to the 5th fret. So one time there, then so then 9, 7 with the opens, then down to the 4, then back down to the 2, and then it holds on the 2 to start over. So from the top. 1, 2, 1. Here we go, super slow. And that follows the E minor scale. So if you see the E minor pentatonic right here, then you can add a half step between, so basically you add the 7th fret B string. And then that same thing on the high E, the 7 and 8. All right, you guys, thanks again for hanging out. Hope you had fun rocking this one out. Also, once again, huge shout out to my patrons at Patreon. You can check that out in the link below. And also, thanks for subscribing, if you haven't yet, to Marty Music YouTube channel right here. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Take care.